Hello, thank you for listening to Hotel Rajj Report to Ownership. My name is Rachel and I'm going to discuss with you an overview of operations from the last 2 years. Our management team consists of Joara, James, Aynsley, and myself. Our presentation will cover the following topics: background of the hotel, our operating plan, results from the last 2 years, key takeaways and do-overs, our balanced scorecard, and our recommendations for future management. When our management took over the hotel, it was on a steady performance decline due to increased competition and economic events which affected the tourism and hospitality industries. The hotel was currently 8 years old with 250 rooms and was currently rated 3 stars. There are 125 seats in the restaurant and 50 seats at the bar. When we took over the restaurant, it had an exercise room, business center, pool. The hotel offered free parking, internet, and in-room entertainment. Some of the issues the hotel was facing before we took it over were decreasing revenue, a high turnover rate for employees, outdated styles, and a lack of facilities and services for guests. When we took over the hotel, we developed a 2-year operating plan. Due to the steady decline of occupancy for the hotel, changes needed to be made. Our plan was developed to improve areas including financial position, associate engagement, customer satisfaction, and overall qualities of the room, facilities, and services. Our strategy included starting out as a low-cost provider to decrease expenses and save up capital. Once we earned enough revenue, buy a boat dock to differentiate Hotel Rajj from its competitors, add services as well as refurbish rooms and public areas for a better guest experience, adjust room prices based on season occupancy, and lastly, gain more customers by increasing marketing and advertising. Next, we will be looking at the results based off room performance, food and beverage performance, marketing, staffing performance, and facility performance. For our room performance, our average daily rate in year 1 was lower compared to our competitors due to the low quality of facilities and services offered. We were still able to capture approximately about 11% of the market share. To improve our rooms, we invested $700,000 into standard rooms and $203,000 into premium rooms. This allowed our team to increase pricing and improve our total room revenue from $11.4 million in year 1 to $12.9 million in year 2. Our team adjusted room pricing based off high peak seasons to maximize revenues and decrease pricing in off seasons to encourage a higher occupancy percentage. Next, we will be looking over Hotel Rajj's food and beverage performance. The overall revenues earned was $5.7 million in year 1 and $6 million in year 2. This increase could be explained with the help of our guest service feedback bought at year 1, quarter 3, indicating to our management team that the quality of our food was not consistent. By increasing our food costs to improve the quality at an average of 30%, we were able to improve that guest satisfaction. By the end of year 2, we created a themed restaurant in hopes of further improvement of guest satisfaction. Our marketing plan at the beginning of year 1 was to spend only 3% of total revenues in hopes to gain more capital. However, this did not happen. It caused a very low occupancy percentage, which led to low revenues and not enough capital to purchase our boat dock. It also led to customers having difficulty finding the hotel. Quickly, our team designed a new strategy to increase marketing and advertising to gain more customers. During year 2, we continued to receive poor comments about our marketing, so we increased it to 8% of total revenue. Even though we put more money into marketing, we still received negative comments. This demonstrated that our competitors were spending more money on marketing and advertising than we were. Lastly, throughout the 2 years, Hotel Rajj unfortunately had staffing level issues due to inconsistent forecasting for room occupancy and food and beverage. These inconsistencies led to our staffing level in year 1 to be 110% and in year 2 to be 108%. But on a positive note, we were able to improve our staff competency from 71% to 95.4% by year 2 by investing in training. Staff training led to healthy turnover rates and high associate engagement with customers. As far as facilities go, our main strategy was to purchase a boat dock by the end of Q1. Due to our lack of funding, we took a risk and got a loan to make this purchase. And as for collateral, the bank increased our overall interest rate by 1%. During the summer of year 1, we increased our loan payments, and in return, the bank dropped the interest rate back to the original. By the end of year 2, we purchased all services available and also purchased other facilities like retail shops, themed restaurants, and a nightclub, giving Hotel Rajj the ability to attract a diverse demographic of customers. Next, I will be discussing key takeaways and do-overs. One key takeaway was the net income was approximately the same for year 1 and year 2. This demonstrated that there was a constant balance between revenues and expenses during our time as management. There was also steady growth of performance over the 2 years, even though our hotel started in last place, based on our competitive set. From year 1 to year 2, other revenues increased by almost $1 million due to investments in additional services and facilities, providing our guests with more options and better all-over experience. Lastly, Hotel Rajj was able to hold a healthy gross operating profit, which was above 30% for the 2 years. Some things that we would have done differently are building the boat dock immediately to differentiate Hotel Rajj from competitors, allowing for that extra revenue to start coming in at the very beginning. Another thing we would have done differently would have put more consideration for our strategies in year 2 when developing our operating plan. Next, we would focus on using our occupancy and food beverage forecast to ensure that we had adequate staffing levels. And finally, something we'd have liked to done differently is to focus on building a better brand reputation and invest more money into guest satisfaction. Next is looking at our balanced scorecard. Each hotel was based on a rating scale, 1 being the top competitor and 9 being the bottom in the competitive set. You can see improvements in all areas from year 1 to year 2, and it is expected that Hotel Rajj would continue this trend in an upward direction. As you can see, in year 1 for operations, we were 7th and moved up to 3rd at the end of year 2. For owner and finance, we were 5th and moved to 2nd. Guest satisfaction, we were 9th and moved up to 7th. And lastly, in associate engagement, we started 6th and ended in 3rd place at the end of year 2. With our totals putting us at 6.75, which would have been 7th place for year 1, and ending the 2 years in 4th place with 3.75. That being said, there is still work to be done. Our recommendations and plans for future include to maintain the refurbishment schedule of the public areas such as pool and lobby area. Management also needs to create and maintain a refurbishment schedule for standard and premium rooms to help improve the hotel quality for years to come. Food and beverage improvements can be done by decreasing pricing and increasing food costs to provide quality food at a reasonable price, leading to a positive reputation and additional traffic in the hotel. Finally, we recommend the purchase of a spa or dinner theater to improve the overall guest experience. From all of us at Hotel Rajj, thank you for listening to our report to ownership and happy holidays.